the honorable speakers and the day, Dr. Fonikanta Mishra, Dr. Kaushik Gangabadai, Srimati Bahata Amshumali Mukherjee, and Srimati Barada Kalatkar, for your readily acceptance to deliver your most valuable talk on the very important discourse in the afternoon here in this hall. We are really grateful to you, and I once again on behalf of the ASIATIC Society express sincere thanks to all of you. The distinguished guests who are present in this hall in the afternoon, research scholars, the students, ladies and gentlemen who have come here to attend this seminar and to grace the seminar. On behalf of the society, I express our sincere thanks to all of you. Lastly, I express my sincere thanks on behalf of everybody present here to the staff members and officials of the academic section who have taken the great pain to organize this seminar in this afternoon. Thank you once again. Thanks.
Possibly, as you know, mostly what he knows is possibly what I know, because this is more of a figment of my imagination maybe, but that is the format of today's lecture. What is in the script? As I've already told you, it is the most expansive early Bronze Age civilization, more than 1 million square kilometer, that is 2600 to 1900 BC. And the settlements can be identified as Harappan by checking the pottery style, city planning style, maybe fortified walls most of the times, not in some kind of rural or semi-urban setups, but in many towns. And then the weight, standardized weights, cubical or truncated spherical, and then seals, writing, burial style, etc. And it is traced back to Mehergarh of around 7000 BC. So the precinct says that our writing that has survived now are mostly found on
I'm very happy that at the end of the seminar, even now, so many people are there. We are very much thankful to the speakers of these academic sessions. Each of them has given us a very new account of what the Harappan culture or the major discoverer of this culture is supposed to be, and each of them has enlightened our mind, our knowledge system to a great extent. And of course, at the end of it, the chairperson, Professor Gautam Sengupta, has summarized the entire program in a very, very nutshell summary of the program, and that is wonderful also. And I am also thankful to the officials of the ASIATIC Society to make this program a successful program, and particularly at the end of it, those people who are still there, they are more than 50 in number, and I heard that at the height of this seminar, it was about 150 people attended this seminar. So I think this is one of our great success in recent times, that at a short time we have organized this seminar and we have been able to impart at least some new knowledge, some new ideas. And since, as the General Secretary has told us, that the younger people who are here, they have to carry out these ideas, both as well as elsewhere.
Bengal, when I came here in Bengal, I was very surprised to see that I could not find any very important informations about Rakal Das Banerjee, Rakal Das Bandyopadhyay. I was reading about Rakal Das Bandyopadhyay in my school days. In NCERT book it was mentioned that Dayaram Sani and Rakal Das Bandyopadhyay had worked and they discovered Harappan civilization. So I was very surprised. I started my work in 2010 on Rakal Das Bandyopadhyay. So my topic today will be on Rakal Das Bandyopadhyay. I hope you will bear with me and you will hear the full research which I have done on Rakal Das Bandyopadhyay. Usually, this is a work which is a very new work. I have gone in details. I have moved in archives. I have moved in courts. I have met the Chief Justice first from him. I have moved in Indian Museum. I have moved in ASIATIC Society. And wherever I could find any evidences about Rakal Das Bandyopadhyay. That is my main concentration of lecture today. Giving him all promotions, and he was promoted as Assistant Superintendent and Superintendent in Archaeological Survey of India. That time, the great archaeologist of the world, Sir John Marshall, was the Director General of Archaeology.
Which they are not. Protohistory, the term, its explanation and how it really links up till the second urbanization in northern India and in secondary formations in the rest of India. If you look at the term protohistory, I'll start with the explanation of the term itself, because there can be people who are not really familiar with the archaeological jargon. The word proto anticipates the later developments, as we know in English. So it is a period which anticipates the development of the later historical Kal, Itihasha Purvakal. So you are anticipating. Prakitihash is prehistory, then you have Itihas, and that is something in between, that is Itihas Purvakal. And in India, archaeologists have debated whether to use the term protohistory or not, because in many countries, some people include Neolithic, Chalcolithic in prehistory, some people have a specific term protohistory. So in India, there has been scholarly, academic discourse, debates whether to use this term, and they decided on the definition and the scope of the term. As per that, we have Neolithic, Chalcolithic or Bronze Age, and Early Iron Age, which define the protohistoric period in India, and it's a huge period. You can see the 7th millennium BCE, that is 9,000 years from today, to 6th century BCE, when the first urban formations emerged in northern India, as we know from the ancient textual Indian sources. So this is the period which covers the whole, it's like pan-subcontinent level, but I'm going to focus it on India as much as possible. I'm not going to speak about Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, etc. Okay? So if protohistoric South Asia, for almost, which concludes almost 3 millennia or more. Okay, the stories will maps later, and I'll just rush through the chronologies and then we will speak about what are the continuums. So protohistory is essentially characterized by, at the same time you have a unique...
Sir, Dr. Fanikant Mishra has pointed out, it were the birds who were in the forefront in the discovery and research on Harappan civilization or Indus Valley civilization. Dr. Rakal Das Bandyopadhyay, Noli Gopal Mujumdar, Amananda Ghosh. But something has happened over the last, from possibly 1960s onwards, that Calcutta is no longer in the forefront of research on Indus Valley civilization. And that is quite surprising. In Calcutta, we have kind of become too regional, I now feel, at my stage of teaching and research. And if people can carry out research on Indus Valley civilization from areas like Pune, I don't see why students from Calcutta should not take up. So I speak before you with the hope that this seminar can rekindle some interests in Calcutta on Indus Valley civilization, a place from where it actually started by Dr. Akhaldas Banerjee. And when I teach my students, I also try to convey this attitude to them. I come to speak before you, and I will not be speaking on Indus Valley as a general lecture, because I think much of its cultural contours are known to most of us, at least from our school and college days. But I'll try to tell you that right now, archaeology, history, we are breaking the boundaries of discipline, rather we are breaking disciplinary boundaries. So we are coming up with interdisciplinary subjects where I will try to demonstrate that how we can learn about the past by this interdisciplinary method, by combining archaeology with hard science, and how archaeology with hard science has given us some new evidences, some new areas to think about the Indus Valley civilization in a different manner. So when we think about the Indus Valley civilization, normally we think about its cities, we think about its weights and measures, we think about some of the craft goods, but largely in the mind of people, it is Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, and now Dholavira in Gujarat. These are the sites that come to your mind. But we never ask, next slide please. It's a little small, but the new questions which are being asked by the specialists are on the origin of the civilization.
Speculations, like a devastating flood. But a flood of a river cannot destroy a civilization which is hundreds of miles, which covers hundreds of miles of territory. There is a leading the people inhabiting these areas to shift their locations. I am not very sure about that also. So these are the issues which to us, the commoners, not the experts, are eager to get answer from this afternoon's seminar. And I hope, like many of you, I am also interested to look forward that how we should view Harappan culture at present. So with this expectation, and also with a hearty welcome to all of you, I end my speech now. Thank you.
सुनकर देखो, सुनकर देखो, सुनकर देखो जी, ममता राहुल मोदी बोले, लिखे जितेंद्र जी।